yeah, we are living under some kind of Zionist occupation, it feels like. I don't know if there's like a 3-letter acronym.
Is there a
for
term for
this.
that? Is there a term? Is there a term? Is there a term for that? It'd be great if we
I
could
don't know
just
if
had a,
we're allowed to.
yeah, there was a concise acronym, sounded uh, catchy. There was just a way to
Clever.
describe it. Oh well,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We wouldn't want to
And
get called out by people who've done nothing for Palestine their whole lives, but who are offended by us
yeah,
saying that. Yeah. Anyway,
pro NATO commentators who like like to police Palestine related speech just like Zionists do. But we're in, I don't know if it's sort of uncharted territory. It reminds me of the post 9/11 era, except that when after 9/11, when we knew there was going to be massive repression and the construction of this gargantuan security state through the Patriot Act, when America just got high, in the words of I.F. Stone, off the opium pipes of its own propaganda, the terror busts, which were fake terror busts of figures like Samuel Arian, for example, Palestinian American professor. Well, I guess his citizenship application was canceled. The Holy Land Five from the Holy Land Foundation in Dallas, Texas. They were all accused of specific crimes, which they didn't actually commit, and accused of being terrorists. Like Samuel Arian's trial ultimately came down to the First Amendment. There was a hung jury. His defense declared we will not even attempt a closing argument. Our closing argument is the First Amendment, because everything he is accused of relates to his speech, because there was no proof that he had done anything concrete to support terrorism, but there were specific allegations of crime. Now, the Trump administration, as promised during the campaign, is targeting foreign visa holders, and even going further than that, targeting a permanent resident, Mahmoud Khalil, who is an Algerian citizen who I believe is a Palestinian who was raised in the Palestinian refugee camp of Yarmouk, south of Damascus in Syria, who was a leader of the sit-in at Columbia University, key negotiator, never wore a mask, and detained him, arrested him at his home where he was living with his wife, who's 8 months pregnant, and took him away to an ICE center in Louisiana. And now he's basically on trial, and they're trying to deport him because they're saying, what are they saying? It's not clear. He's not being charged with any crime. And so this is Trump. Trump is trying to deliver this to his base, or not to his base. I mean, obviously his base supports it, but Trump is trying to deliver this promise to the Zionist billionaires like Miriam Adelson, who supported him, that he's going to crack down on these protesters. And he is in at best, a legal gray zone. I mean, here's proof of that. This is the notice to appear, which Mahmoud Khalil did not sign, from the Department of Homeland Security. You were ordered to appear before an immigration judge, the U.S. Department of Justice, at the LaSalle Detention Facility in Louisiana. We'll talk about that a little later. No crime is listed here. And you can see he refused to sign it. So that the Trump administration, after making this arrest, fumbled for some kind of allegation to make against this former Columbia student who is a permanent resident, green card holder of the United States, who has been denied due process to this point and was only allowed to speak to his lawyer today. And here's what they cooked up. They can't find that he broke a law. So Marco Rubio personally decided that the reason that they're holding Khalil, the Secretary of State has determined that your presence or activities in the United States would have serious adverse foreign policy consequences for the United States. So that's all they're giving us on this.